Nation Extreme Wrestling, getting you ready for our upcoming show at Nat Bailey Stadium. Well, the card has been announced, and the opener is going to be an absolute doozy. It's the Height of Heartthrob, Adam Ryder, taking on Michael Richard Blais, MRB, making his first appearance within Nation Extreme Wrestling. Adam Ryder coming off a surprise match against Impact Wrestling champion Josh Alexander at the Commodore Ballroom is firing on all systems. This will be his fourth meeting against MRB, and he will do so for the first time outdoors at sun-soaked Nat Bailey Stadium. Who will come out victorious? Will it be the leader of the clandestine society, or will it be one of the hottest indie wrestlers in Canada right now, Adam Ryder? On the heels of the opener, one of the most anticipated female matches of the year is front and center on Saturday, August the 20th. It's Liiza Hall, the Rain City Stretcher, getting ready to take on Alberta's Zoe Sager, who has been red hot at NEW. The only problem is she's meeting the only other person that is just as hot. Two very athletic and versatile competitors going toe-to-toe inside the NEW ring, and this, if you were calling down to Vegas, is what they would call the proverbial pick'em. The third match, ironically a three-way, has a little bit of a baseball feel to it, as the big hurt Allan Jepsen finally gets to wear his baseball garb in a baseball stadium. But it's going to be tough to get a double play here, as he's got to get past both Malik Melo, a member of the Six, and the very versatile Parm Singh Mann. This one could go anyway. I think a lot of people assume that the guy in the baseball uniform is going to win this three-way at Nat Bailey Stadium, but Malik Melo, coming off a very good match in Port Coquitlam, and Parm Singh Mann a couple of days ago should have been wrestling Travis Williams for the NEW Championship. So you know he's got a chip on his shoulder, and he's going to want to take out some revenge on anybody in the squared circle. That's just the first third of the matches that you can see on Saturday, August the 20th at Nat Bailey Stadium. For tickets, go to NationExtremeWrestling.com. For NEW, I'm Rob Fai. Hey everybody, welcome back to NEW's preview of Base Brawl set for Saturday, August the 20th at Nat Bailey Stadium. I'm Rob Fai. Alright, let's take a look at the second third of matches. We've got 10 great matches coming your way, but let's start with Cat Power getting ready to take on Izzy McQueen. For McQueen, it's an opportunity to test herself against one of the best from the female division. When it comes to Cat Power, this could be considered, in her estimation, perhaps a tune-up for that championship match, whether it's Nicole Matthews, whether it ends up being Bambi Hall, whoever it may be. She knows whoever the female champion is come September the 16th at the Commodore, that she will be able to punch her ticket to the championship match that night. Question is, will Izzy McQueen be a thorn in her side, or will it be just another step towards the title for Cat Power? Well, this next match, if you're on social media, is going to be one of the most recognizable matches that you're going to come across the entire year. It's the Voros twins, Chris and Patrick, in the ring, getting a shot at the NEW Championship against State of Emergency. Miles DeVille, Sebastian Wolf, accompanied to the ring by both Christopher Cassidy and Tara Zepp. Very formidable. Matter of fact, since they've won, they have not lost, and they have been dominant in every single performance since. Can the Voros do the unthinkable? They've been away from the ring for the last 2 to 3 months, and all of a sudden go right to the front of the line to take on State of Emergency. SOE knows that they got a date at the Commodore Ballroom as well, so very similar to the match that they're going to have in front of them with Cat Power and Izzy McQueen. Can the Voros be the Cinderellas of this story and somehow remove that glass slipper from Sebastian Wolf's foot? Maybe not the visual that you want, but nonetheless an opportunity to do something extraordinary. Match number 6 is just a big old stew, because you got 3 wrestlers with all different techniques, all in a three-way, and I gotta be honest with you, I have no clue who's gonna come out of this one. You've got Eli Surge, who's right now looking for UFOs and trying to put tinfoil hats on everybody. You've got one half of Reloaded, Sharif Morrow, who as an individual is pretty damn good, in addition to his efforts with his tag team partner Jacky Lee, who is also wrestling on this card. I'll tell you about that in a moment. And then you've got the debut of one of the Pacific Northwest's most notable wrestlers, as Alex Plexis makes his return to the ring alongside his manager Christopher Cassidy. Eli Surge, the man who can see things we can't, in the ring, he's already got his ticket punched to a championship match whenever he chooses against whoever the NEW champion is. And then you've got Sharif Morrow, who is trying to prove that he is more than just being one half of a tag team. The question is, can Plexis wipe the dust off his shoulders for being out of the ring for more than a year and find his way back into the victory column? So many questions still to be answered, and we've got 4 more matches coming up after this. If you want to join us for NEW Space Brawl on Saturday, August 20th at Nat Bailey Stadium, go right now to NationExtremeWrestling.com, use the promo code INDIE, and save yourself 20% off of any of our festival seating. All right, let's start off. We're down to the final 3 or 4 matches at NEW Space Brawl, and this next one is going to be a thumper. They call this one in the wrestling circles a hoss fight because you got 2 big dudes that are just going to beat each other to a pulp. Bishop, one of the top wrestlers in the Pacific Northwest, getting a taste of one of the big men from the other side of the mountains as Alberta's Heavy Metal makes his NEW debut. And boy, I'll tell you this, both these guys in excess of 230, 240 pounds, but yet agile and very focused on making a statement at this particular show. Bishop and Heavy Metal could steal the show, and that's saying something considering what is still to come. Well, you go from 2 big men that are just going to beat each other to a pulp to 2 of the most versatile high flyers in North America. Jacky Lee, one half of Reloaded, the high flyer extraordinaire, gets his dream match as we bring Kid Bandit to town. Kid is one of the hottest on the circuit right now, more than 30,000 followers. He's got more than 100,000 Instagram followers, and he's in Vancouver on August the 20th to make his NEW debut. This is a match that we couldn't have dreamt of. Actually, it's a match that we were supposed to have at Hollywood Theater, but because it didn't work out, we didn't want to lose that match, so we rebooked this particular pairing the very next show. We didn't want to miss this one at all, so you get Kid Bandit, one of the hottest prospects on all North American soil, against Jacky Lee, who knows that this is the match of a lifetime. Well, there are pleasantries, and then there's just people that don't get along. And our 3-way for the NEW Women's Championship has 3 women that actually just don't like each other. Bambi Hall, Taryn from Accounting, and the NEW champion Nicole Matthews are going to square off at Nat Bailey Stadium on Saturday, August the 20th. This is going to be fantastic. Matthews is coming off a 3-way where she won the championship at a TLC at the Commodore over both Chelsea Green and Casey Spinelli. So she's used to looking at both sides of her shoulder to see where the punishment could be coming from, but she's got Bambi Hall, who's still ticked off at her dismissal at the hands of her sister Liiza Hall at the Commodore, and you've got Taryn from Accounting, who is rested, focused, and one of her matches against Nicole Matthews just a month ago was an absolute slobber knocker in Alberta. So you've got 3 women all ranked within the top 5 of NEW's women's division going head to head at Nat Bailey Stadium, all looking to either remain the champ or become the NEW Women's Champion. All right, it's time for the main event, and for the first time in NEW history, all 4 of the Wisemen will be together at the same time in the ring and are supposed to be in the ring at the same time. We've got an 8-man elimination match to wrap up the NEW Base Brawl, which means you can have as many as 8 wrestlers in the ring at the exact same time. Here's the teams. You've got the Wisemen, the combination of NEW champion Travis Williams, you got Tony Baroni, you've got Mr. Ferguson, and you got beautiful Billy Swade, and all 4 of those guys are always up to no good. Taking on Judas Icarus, Elliot Tyler, Coco Flash, and you've also got the Northern Star, Evan Rivers. All 4 of these guys have an opportunity. If they can get through that sea of Wisemen, they could become NEW champion by the time this show is done. Hey, this show's going to be a couple hours in. Everybody's going to be waiting for this moment. Imagine being in that ring with 7 other competitors waiting for your moment, and then it becomes 6, and then 5, and people are getting eliminated, and then all of a sudden you look across the ring and there's only one thing standing between you and the NEW championship. For Travis Williams, in all of his title defenses, this will be the toughest test that he's had to date. Can he get past Elliot Tyler? Can he get past Icarus, Rivers, Coco Flash, or dare he have to take on one of his fellow Wiseman compatriots? I'm not sure how this one's going to end, but I can tell you, gold will be bled at Nat Bailey Stadium on Saturday, August the 20th. All right, this is how you get your tickets. If you like what you've heard, and man, I'll tell you what, NAW did not hold anything back when putting this card together. If you like what you heard, bring your friends, your family, maybe somebody that hasn't gone to wrestling in the last couple of years and said, you know what, this is the show because we got the beautiful outdoors. I mean, dude, watching baseball at Nat Bailey's one thing, but watching pro wrestling where they can go up to the skies and come right down to the ground, that is going to be something that you will rarely, if ever, get to see. This isn't, hey, we'll see you tomorrow. This is a one-shot deal at Nat Bailey Stadium. So help us make an attendance record by coming to Nat Bailey Stadium on Saturday, August the 20th. Go to NationExtremeWrestling.com right now. Put in the promo code INDIE, which is INDIE, and make sure that you can get 20% off any festival seating. That's the card. 10 phenomenal matches. I can't wait to see you on Saturday, August 20th. Stop by, say hi, and let's do this thing together. 3 p.m. is when the bell goes, and I can't wait to see you at the Nat. I'm Rob Fai for Nation Extreme Wrestling.